Hello there, how are you doing? So you're ready to learn Redux? Great, I'm ready to teach Redux to you. Okay, so by now I'm sure you already know React, the basics of React. You know how you create a class component in React, and then class will hold. You can create a state in a class. You can pass the properties and methods to other children components, right? That's how the data flows from the state to other small children. Okay, that's how it works in React. However, imagine if you're working on a bigger project, you might need to have multiple class-based components, and then you might need many more small children components to accompany that parent class component. The data flows from the top to bottom, and it can get messy everywhere. Okay, so every class will have its own state, and it will give to the children. Then you might need another class. Another class will have its own state and own children. It gets messy. That's where Redux comes in. Now Redux is really simple, but when you're just starting to learn, it's going to be super complicated. And I just don't know. And I went through the same process, and after a while, once I became comfortable, I just wondered and why all that happened. You know? So it is really simple, but it's really hard to understand. And I think the reason behind that is the way we get introduced to Redux. So in this section, I'm going to take a completely different approach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just write some code in plain vanilla JavaScript in a separate file. I'm not going to use any React, Redux, anything. Just plain vanilla JavaScript. And that is where you get to see how Redux works. Okay. In fact, Redux is mainly based on one single method in JavaScript, which is a reduce method. Reduce takes the previous state and returns the next state. It's entirely based on that principle. Okay, so we're going to take a completely different approach. We're going to write some vanilla JavaScript code in a Redux way, so you understand how Redux works behind the scene even without using Redux. And we're going to dive straight into building a real application. So when we're going to build a real application, first we will begin with React. Okay, we may create a couple of methods. We're going to use Firebase as well. So we can use Firebase as the backend, and we use React in the front end, and then we will save the data to database and come back. So all these operations, first few operations like creating and reading, we will do using the plain React and the Firebase. And then once we're comfortable with that, we will introduce Redux there. So how do you implement Redux in a project that is already working? There are few methods already. So how it would work, you will get to compare how it would work in just React and how it would work when you mix React with Redux. So we will do that in the very beginning of the course, so you don't get overwhelmed as well. So trust me, this is a very unique approach that I'm going to take, so which will teach you Redux even before you realize that you're learning Redux. Okay, so this is a unique way, and this will work 100%, I guarantee you. So basically we will build React application, and then we will implement Redux on that React application. So how it works, you will see how it works just with React, and you will see how it works when you mix both of them together. Okay, so in the next lesson we're going to learn Redux in a very unique way, in a way where we don't need to require Redux library, where we don't need to require React, Redux, anything. We just write some code in plain vanilla JavaScript which will represent the workflow of Redux, and that helps us understanding Redux in a much better way. All right, so I will see you in the very next video. Thank you.